Coming up on today's Sidewalks Entertainment, we're going to meet a very interesting man who's a real estate mogul, sustainability advocate, and a philanthropist. Since becoming a very successful businessman, one of his many goals is to help others. Through the many charities he's involved in, he wants to help children in need and the homeless. Reporter Toni Fox has a special profile on Daniel Neiditch.
Hi, I'm Daniel Neiditch, and I'm here on Sidewalks Entertainment.
He is a philanthropist and real estate mogul who oversees luxury real estate sales, rentals, and purchases in New York. At River Realty, he built his business to acquire over $1 billion in real estate holdings. He has received numerous accolades, including a previous spot in Manhattan's top 10 investors. His philanthropic partnerships have drawn considerable media attention and have facilitated significant charitable impact.
I got into philanthropy after I already was accomplished in my business and made that decision to give back and to do things that I've always wanted to do, which was help children that grew up in poverty situation or have severe medical conditions. And it's just always been a dream of mine, having grown up in the Bronx and in New York from an underprivileged family, to be able to give back and to help those kids that were like me, that had obstacles and didn't have help or someone mentor to be there for them. And I always knew it was something that I was destined to do, as long as I was able to get there financially.
As a child, he saw the painful reality of homelessness and financial insecurity take its toll on those around him. He was honored backstage by late show host Seth Meyers at NBC Studios by supporting the Chris Everett Foundation, which helps children in need from drug-addicted families.
Well, what inspired me to help children in need was really going back to my own childhood and living through what I went through and have seen. And I know that children are the most innocent people we have on this planet, right? And they can't help the family they're born into or the parents that they have. And all they can rely on is other people that can help them. And what I've always continued to do is give back to those children, and not just money-wise, monetarily, but more time and mentorship, and letting them know that, yes, what you're going through now is horrible. You're in a bad family situation, but things are going to get better in life. You know, as long as you work hard and you put your mind to something, you could be successful. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And that's something that I like to instill in children, and let them know that they could look to me as a mentor or as a role model, because I was them and I was there. And I'm living proof that they can be successful.
Today, he strives to help those experiencing homelessness.
So some of the innovative things I've done over the course of my charity work that stands out to me is when I went undercover as a homeless person in New York City and really got the chance to meet the homeless population that's currently out there, hear some of their problems and issues and what they're going through and how they ended up in the street and how they ended up impoverished, without a job, without a home, and really got to know their stories and really learned from it. And what I took from it was, at the end of my 3-day venture in the streets, I ended up hiring people from the street, straight out of homelessness. I gave them an apartment, I gave them a job, and I saw them take off from there. It took time, it was a lot of effort to get them there. It took a lot of counseling and, just a process. But that's something that I feel that most people in most states and cities should do, is to give the people on the street a chance to survive. Give them a helping hand, give them a job, give them an apartment. Don't just throw them in a hotel room, which New York City tends to do. and it just kicks the can down the road. It doesn't solve the problem. So I found that they want to work and they want to be a part of this community and society, but they can't get there being from the street. Very hard to go on a job interview when you're coming in and your address is the street. So anyway, I've made that a mission of mine and have continued down that road, talking to politicians, trying to make these standardized programs in cities throughout the country, and I'm going to continue to do that in the future.
As a longtime philanthropist, Neiditch continues to reach out to charity sites, particularly those who contribute to economic betterment and disaster relief. He is even the chairman of the board for the Max Alexander Foundation, which helps to build schools in Africa and develop impoverished villages. For the last several years, Neiditch has also been heavily involved with Room to Grow.
There's a lot of stories of impacts that I've encountered and have made a difference over the course of the charity work that I've done. One of them would be with the charity Room to Grow, where we've been very hands-on at that charity. I was very hands-on. We're helping, children in need during the first few years of life and helping the families and get the tools they need to raise the children properly and educate the mothers on how to be good parents and help the kids with school supplies. And I've seen that, and I've seen the differences that it made, and I've spoken to some of the parents that have went through the program, and we made some big headway and differences in their lives, in their children's lives, and being able to see that flourish is amazing. And, go back to some of the celebrities from that charity, Bruce Willis, Uma Thurman. Those are two major celebrities that have been involved with that charity. And Bruce Willis, even though he seems like a real big tough guy on TV and movies, he's actually a real sweet person and very genuine and really cared about the charity and the cause.
His early career successes have allowed him to support several charitable causes and organizations, especially in education, healthcare, community building, and youth services, working alongside many named celebrities and athletes to give back.
Some of the celebrities I've worked with over the course of my philanthropy efforts are names like Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Shaquille O'Neal, Morgan Freeman, anything from Michael J. Fox to Ben Stiller. So just a whole bunch of people that I've worked with over the course of the years of charity events and work that I've done. Some of the things that stand out are the sporting events, because I was always a big sports fan as a kid growing up in the Bronx, especially a Yankee fan, amongst other things. But baseball was a big thing for me, and growing up in the Bronx, the Yankees is all you know. So I've actually thrown out the pitch at 4 Major League Baseball games to date, and I've worked with Major League Baseball and some of the teams, and it's a cool experience, and it really shows, from the Major League Baseball standpoint, the honor of giving someone that threw out a first pitch at a game. It shows that the work that you've accomplished and how much that you've touched those communities. Another thing I've done is I've done celebrity boxing matches, 2 of them, one with Evander Holyfield, who we all know, fought Mike Tyson many times and beat him, and Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the all-time greats, great friend and good person, love Sugar Ray. So me and Evander fought to knock out autism, and me and Sugar Ray fought to knock out diabetes, which is a close core thing for him and his family that they've been through. Some of them that have stood out to me over time, Michael J. Fox has been an inspiration for me. Back to the Future was my favorite movie as a kid, and I always looked up to him, and what he went through is so tough, and how he hung in there, and he's such an inspiring person, and having time to sit with him one-on-one and to talk about each other's lives and what we've been through. I have a lot of respect for him and what he's done for Parkinson's research, over $1 billion that he's raised, from his foundation, which is remarkable, and not many people in the world can say that. So I really look up to him and everything that he's accomplished.
He has worked to support several charitable causes and organizations that also focus especially in education, community building, and youth services, including other events with celebrity support. And he even had a private bowling event with the Ant-Man actor Paul Rudd to raise money. He encourages others to look for ways to give back and help in their own communities as well.
Well, the advice I would give for other people that want to make a difference or support a charity is find a cause that you're passionate about and give your time to it. You don't always have to give money. You can donate your time, which is very valuable and appreciative, especially when charities need volunteers and survive off of that. So my advice would be start there, and as you become more involved and you want to donate money to causes that you know are going to give the money to the people that need it most, not ones that are going to spend money on expenses that are unnecessary. So you should look at the financials of some of the charities. You see where the money's actually going, because that's important. And I've seen some issues in some charities where I was surprised that the money wasn't going where I felt it should have. So that would be my main advice.
Thank you, Daniel and Toni Fox. If you'd like to learn more about Daniel, visit his website. For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit us at sidewalkstv.com, our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on social media.